gentlemen. Welcome to Bengipuetic. I go by Kareem. We here to talk about mental health, life problems, traumas, and how to get to certain stuff, well, certain things in life. I'm here with some of my guests. Uh,
Hey, this Hakeem. How y'all doing? I go by Keem. It's the first pilot episode of Bengipuetic. About to pass the mic over to the next host.
All right, this is Mamadou. Call me MD, owner M21 trainer. Yeah, we here today to talk about, like you said, most of the mental health, trauma, things to help everybody get through life. Because life is difficult, but at the end of the day, if you hear voices and hear other people that's going through the same thing as you are, then it'll help you get over that hump that you're trying to get over. So I'm going to pass it on to the next person.
I'm Sanasi Kane. Call me Sanasi. I like to think I'm a coach in life. I like to get people where they need to be mentally, but also there's like this platform growing. This platform can also help me get to where I need to be, because sometimes you can't just hear yourself. You got to hear what other people say about you and your situation in life. So let's move. Come on. What are we talking about?
so today's topic is going to be on toxic situations.
Okay.
How to avoid like red flags. When do you know? Like, when do you know is enough? And how can you get to a point where you know you got to put yourself first in a situation?
I mean, always I feel like going in any situation, you got to put yourself first. You got to always protect yourself. And sometimes that's a defense mechanism because of the experiences we go through life. But at the end of the day, somebody is not going to always show you who they really are in the beginning until y'all actually continually be together and get used to each other. And then that's when certain red flags come. But most of the times we get comfortable within the situation. And then after that, we ignore the red flags. And as we ignore the red flags, now it start to get deeper and deeper and deeper.
Right.
And then after that, it's hard to leave the toxic situation.
I got a question.
Yo.
Before it gets to the red flags, right? We all know in a relationship or in a situation, the more you let slide, the more
The more they do.
they do.
That's a fact. So
Yeah, but in the beginning,
do you think if you don't let certain things slide, it won't get to that point?
in the beginning, everything is good though.
Right.
Everything is that we call it the honeymoon phase.
Right.
That's everything is good. Everything is fresh, and most of the times we don't want people to see things about us that turn them off from away from us. So therefore, people hide those things. So when they hide those things, and then actually when, like I say, y'all start to get used to each other and things like that, that's when things start eventually coming out and stuff. And then you be like, oh, like what's going on? But y'all already done had y'all good moments, which kind of makes it hard to leave those red flags or walk away from that person.
Yes, sir.
So you think basically y'all two got to find a balance?
That's not a balance, but like,
Because some guys, they do the most in the beginning of the relationship or beginning of the situation, and then when they get to a certain point and they can't do what they did in the beginning, and the girls start tripping, like, you're not keeping the same energy.
I feel like it's just consistency is the main thing when it comes to females. They want a guy to be consistent.
yeah, because if you start at
But
100, bro,
life happens, things change. That's why you can't do more than what you can surpass later on. Yeah. So like, don't give her no, I'm not saying don't give her 100%, whatever the case may be. But if you know, all right, I'm gonna give her $5, you can continuously do that every day. Yeah. But if you give her $100 a day, and one day you might be broke, she's still looking for that $100.
Yeah, and she out.
And if you not be able to provide, not most people are able to understand that
necessarily, but you gonna.
But she gonna get attitudes and stuff like that, and
I'm not saying she gonna dip, but you gotta yeah, it depends on the shorty. Yeah. And nowadays the women, like in this generation, no offense, they're not trying to stick.
But bro, there is offense, but there's also no offense where you gotta realize there's a lot of boss girls out there, but in that same note, there's a lot of girls who are still mediocre. But those mediocre girls want to be leveled up with the same level of the other girl.
Okay.
And you can't be that like that.
Okay.
'Cause sometimes there's girls who get their own money and will take care of their man
Okay.
and be loyal.
Okay.
And there's girls who don't have the money but will be loyal. But there's loyalty until I don't get what I want.
But then you also got girls you also got girls when that money finish and that money is running low,
They out.
Like I
they
said-
out. And
like
you
I
also
said,
got
But
girls
you got to be able to identify who is there for your
Quick.
money
Yes,
and
sir,
who is
bro.
there for you.
quick.
But
And
like
that's
you said,
why
though-
most of the time I feel like our generation do mess it up more, and we show a lot of money, the females,
money,
and because of that, that's something they're gonna be attracted to instead of being attracted to
Nah,
yourself.
bro, that's not
The
even
money
us,
is the
man.
plus.
That's social media, bro.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, but social media is really
Social media
it
destroys
plays
everything.
a big part in our society today. But at the end of the day, we gotta be able to identify real life and fake life. You
Nah,
know.
but women not too good at that though. Sometimes, man.
And-
Even men
and-
fall into
Yeah,
that
that's what I
trap,
said.
too, though.
We I think we both fall into the category females and males,
Right.
in that situation. But toxic stuff, I feel like it plays in the past as well. Far as when they either at a young age, teenager, whatever situation.
Let's not even get that deep first though.
Alright,
Like
alright,
just going
alright.
like social media
Yo,
standpoint, bro.
okay.
It's like
We
when
won't
you
go-
said
Like, bro,
won't go
like
past
they
that
think
deep.
all that toxic stuff is like, like it's
Yo.
positive, bro. They think
Yo.
it's cute and all that, bro. You feel me?
the thing that
All these
helps
petty
me,
attitudes. My
like,
bad, bro. Go
but
ahead,
like
go
what you
ahead.
said though, it's everything you're saying, because the thing that helped me understand that is coaching high school students. It's not like high school students, they're going to be the next level of college students. College students will be the next level of adults.
Might want to put it up.
And those kids that I'm coaching, I'm starting to see what influences them the most, which is, oh, I want money.
You could
I want
consider
this.
something.
Because social media is saying, oh, you got to get this to have a happy life. You got to
Yeah.
get this to have a happy girl. So
Yeah.
now these kids are not doing what we did when we were in our generations. We went to work. We worked hard, got our money while we were in high school, play the sports you were supposed to play that gave you the discipline and the hard work to do better in life. These kids don't have that. And there's only a handful of kids that actually understand that. And social media is bringing that. And then there's also adults falling into that trap.
Yeah.
They're falling right into that trap because they're thinking, okay, I got to get money. She got this, she want that, she want a G-Wagon. Oh, I can't get her a G-Wagon, I can get her a Prius.
That's
But
what I'm
also,
saying.
you
That's what I'm saying
know,
though.
You
that's how
understand?
into,
So
like,
now
how they
you feel
brought
like
up
you
too,
got to
though,
do
bro.
things that you don't need to do.
But
to make her,
that's what comes in. If are you gonna be a follower or a leader?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But not
Like
everybody's
if you
going
gonna
to be a
follow,
leader.
if you gonna follow somebody, if you gonna follow what the trend is, you gonna follow what social
Not
media
even-
shows
not
you and
even
stuff like that. Then
not
yeah, you
even
gonna go
all
that way.
though, bro.
But I feel like for anybody, like don't follow what you feel like that's the vibe or that's the trend or whatever. Like do what you know that in your means that you can take or you can handle. You know what I mean? That's advice to kids, adults, whatever.
But-
You know what I mean? Be you. At the end of the day, somebody gonna like you for you. You know what I mean?
Always.
You don't gotta be someone else. You don't gotta be like the person next to you. You don't gotta be a rapper, a basketball player, stuff. Sometimes that's not just you. Just be who you is, and people gonna respect that about you.
And some people get it confused too. Like some people wanna mess with a girl knowing the girl in a different caliber, right?
Yeah, that happens.
So they want to keep an image. They want to be like you said, they want to be the rapper. They want to be the scammer. They want to go do that just to keep her happy, while you wearing all this Gucci. It's only gonna take a nigga that's wearing FUBU to hit. You doing all this Gucci scamming.
Man, a
You know what
nigga
I'm
was
saying?
a
And it's
nigga
crazy
was
too though.
sweat.
It's
You know what I
crazy
mean?
too
Like
though, cause you doing all this shit to keep up with this girl. You get 10 to life, and the nigga that's wearing FUBU, he in there.
man,
Just by being him. So basically, I'm just trying to tell y'all
the
just gotta
thing.
be y'all.
People feel like
the day,
all of
it's
that lifestyle can keep a female. It can't. It's not gonna keep her.
It's not.
Because as long as you feel like you make her happy, she next door. Somebody else making her happy.
Yeah.
And that's the most of the time. That's what the men fail
But-
to realize.
But I feel like everybody, me, I don't want to think like that. I want to think in a way where we got respect for each other. If you go on and do what you do, and I find out about it, I guarantee you for
Bro,
the rest
that's
of your
why
life,
it
I'm
depends.
gone.
You got to
That
look
person
at who you
is not
dealing with,
in
though,
my life
bro.
no more.
But that's the thing. Like Hakeem said, you got to know who you dealing with. You know what I'm
That's the whole
saying?
point.
Do gotta
So
know
you-
who you
And-
dealing
and
with.
most of
put
the
yourself in
times
a
you
position
don't-
like
you
that.
don't know who you dealing with.
You're never gonna know 100% who you
You're
dealing
not
with.
gonna know who you
anyway,
dealing
with.
like,
because,
exactly, though.
like I
You never
said,
know who you dealing with.
people
That's a
can
fact,
hide
bro.
things and it's for their own reasons.
Right.
We don't know the reasons why they hiding it.
But I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
And it, like we talked about the topic, the toxic situation, right?
Yeah.
At what point do it turn toxic to you? Like, when do you realize, like, yo, I'm in some toxic shit?
When you start to not to be yourself, that's it.
Not even that, bro. Listen, when you driving home, bro, and you thinking about like, damn, like, like what's wrong with Shorty? Like, like why she got me doing all this type of crazy shit? You
like,
feel me,
or like what Brandon said, like
all this headaches and shit like that. Bro. You like, like what's going on?
And you changing
exactly,
slowly.
You changing
right
slowly.
You know what I'm saying? It's that.
You used to be a cool, happy boy. Now you always sick. You
And
mad,
you
thinking
bro.
too
You
much,
feel
that's
me?
all.
Bro, you wake
all
up mad.
sad and shit. I'm trying to tell you,
You
bro.
feel me? And then like
Facts.
a lot of people that's in toxic situations that don't know,
They
they
think that
really
shit cool, bro.
they take their anger out on their loved ones.
Yeah.
Right.
So for example,
That's
this
just don't deal
example,
with they like
this
emotions
example,
and shit,
right? A lot of people in this situation,
Yeah.
a lot of people was in this situation.
Right.
They past was toxic, right? But the new the new relationship they in is not toxic. But that trauma you go from your past to the new, it affects you a little
But
bit.
you gotta learn how to let things go. And like,
You gotta learn how to. But that's the
it.
hardest thing,
That's
though.
the thing, because let me tell you
Nah,
this
I'm
though.
not saying
That's
it's
the
easy,
point.
but
It's not
Let me
easy.
break this down.
But
to
you
you,
can't
though.
just jump into the next situation knowing like you got baggage from like a different situation.
But let me break
too,
let me
though,
break
bro.
this down to you though. Even though like you're not supposed to jump into the next situation
can't,
if
bro.
you
You
still
gotta
you
know
still
that
traumatized
baggage, bro.
and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, life happens. You know, like you're not gonna know. Even if you meet somebody, you be with somebody 5, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. You might think you're gonna marry that person, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, in whatever situation you get out of that, you meet somebody in one day and y'all really vibe and everything. Do you just say, I'm gonna give up this situation, or I'm gonna wait, or I'm not gonna be with that person just cause
No. That's
just
true,
cause
but-
I'm traumatized,
but
just
look
cause
though,
this person
right?
did this to me?
But
Yes, you're
like,
not supposed to
as
bring
a-
your old situation into your new situation.
No, I feel that, but look,
but it
right,
happens.
as an adult,
But you
too,
gotta
bro.
also realize
Yeah, go ahead,
that
bro.
if something is good for you, you know, and whatever happened in your past happened, you gotta also realize, are you gonna miss on that opportunity because whatever happened to you in that past traumatized you?
All right, but look though, right, bro. As an adult too, bro, jumping from situation to situation, bro, relationship to relationship, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta be self-aware too, like of yourself, your emotional state, mental state, all that. You feel
gotta
me?
be-
Yeah,
but-
for
but-
So
sure.
if you don't know like what's going on with yourself, you can't go and get somebody
But
else.
you gotta
to
be able to
do.
identify that though.
That's why
You
you
gotta
gotta
be
be
able to
self-aware, bro.
identify.
Yeah, you gotta
Most
work
people
on
not
that.
Yeah, for
self-aware,
sure.
bro.
If
They
you
not connect
identify
with their
what
feelings,
happened to you,
they not connect with their emotions, bro.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on mentally with them. People not like that, bro.
yeah, but see,
They
if you gotta
disconnected, bro.
identify that, and once you identify
That's
that,
self-awareness, though,
then
bro.
you gotta say, all right, I can't. The next person not gonna be like who she was, or the next person not gonna be like
Bro,
who he
but
was.
That's what I'm
whatever
saying.
the case may be.
People don't take that time
Yeah.
to go introspective within themselves and like think about like.
But how long?
Why did I react
But let
that
me ask you this:
situation?
how long do you think it should take, though?
It's not even like about how long it take, bro. Cause
Yeah.
like working on yourself, bro. That's
think-
that's a
I think-
lifetime.
life
You
thing.
feel me?
Yeah, but that's what
till
I'm.
you die,
But that's
bro.
what I'm saying. So if you feel like that's a lifetime,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
how long should somebody really think? Like,
No,
all right, let me
no,
wait
but look, though,
and not
right?
jump into
No,
this
I think-
situation.
Can I?
Yeah,
like,
go ahead, go
I
ahead,
think
go
I know
ahead.
what you're saying. What he's saying is, you got to be in your mindset in a way where you're very comfortable with any decision that you make.
For sure.
That's the thing that I like. Me, a lot of decisions that I make in my life, I'm comfortable knowing that I'm going on to the next step.
Yeah.
Reason why?
Not even that.
I can't. No,
as an adult too, bro.
There's
If you're gonna
accountability.
take it exactly. If you're gonna do a situation, like if you're gonna do anything in life, bro, it's always a cause and effect. Like
Right.
you feel
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
a pro
for
and
sure,
a con,
for
right?
sure.
So you do something, bro, you should automatically know. Oh, there's a consequences to that. This a reward,
That's
right?
what you call
My thing
taking
is you got-
accountability.
you
Most
got,
people don't
like,
even think that deep.
you know what's
though.
crazy?
Like, man, F it, I'm
Whatever
do what I'ma
decision
do
you gotta
anyway,
make,
you
and
feel
I
me?
say this,
Yeah,
and even I got take that on advice. Whatever decision you gotta make, you gotta stand on it. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a fact, but people
and
not
that's
like
and
that,
that's
though,
most
bro.
of the times we don't stand on the decision, and then we let other people
don't be 10 toes
be in our
down,
head
bro.
and
One
stuff
word
like
for it.
that.
Accountability.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
there's nothing
People
else.
not accountable,
But that's
bro.
the thing, though. This accountability is hard to take, though.
No,
It's-
but
no, but
that's
it's
why I'm.
very
No,
hard to
I
take.
know it's hard to take, but you should.
or accepting that you need
And-
help.
and
You
I mean-
should be able to
Talking
talk
about
to
it,
yourself
but
to
this
be
is
like,
the thing,
yo,
though.
like I know I'm tripping, bro. Let me. This is why I say self-awareness and being introspective with yourself, bro. You
Right.
feel me, bro?
But let me
there's a
say
thing.
something. No,
Yeah,
go ahead, bro.
No,
But
go
there's
ahead.
the
I
thing,
got it.
like accountability. Sometimes we can be like, okay, I did this in this situation. I was doing this. I was doing my dirt.
Right,
she
right,
did her
right.
dirt. She did this. But then the reality is, when you come back to the accountable part, you're telling yourself you got to outweigh the situations.
But-
what she did and what you did, sometimes what you did was worse.
Okay.
But to be accountable is to be like, all right, this situation went the way it went. Fuck it, I'm gonna move on.
All right, let
It's
me
not
ask you
even
this,
that.
though.
Before you even do that, you be like, all right, I know I messed up though. So from
100%.
now on, I gotta be like, all right, you feel me? Like,
Do better.
exactly, you gotta do
grow.
better.
Life is about
But
growth.
I feel like, let me say, like even Friday, it was crazy. I was at Juma,
Yeah.
and Imam was talking about 4 things, whatever. But he said one thing you gotta let go is when people wrong you, and that's hard.
No,
because we try to get back to the person or whatever the case may be, but you gotta also realize, okay, this person did this to me, but at the end of the day, it's hard for as a human being to forgive and forget, but we have to.
No,
because if you're not able to forgive and forget, then you're not going to be able to move on to your next situation.
I'm not even going to say forgive and forget, bro. It's like just forgive and let go, bro.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
because at the end of the day, go
no, not necessarily.
No, well, you're not. Listen, you're not going. You're not going to
forgive. No, still let this still know about the situation, but not let it like.
Listen, it's hard. It's hard for us to forget, but we definitely gotta forgive.
No, exactly. No, like
and when somebody wrong us,
bro, we're not doing none of that. You gonna forgive, bro? You gonna forgive though? Yeah, you feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
But to forget though,
but it's hard. But it's crazy though. If you're able to forget the situation and forgive, you'll feel much better than actually holding on to it.
You can't forget, bro. You can't, because if you forget, bro, you might find yourself in a situation again, bro.
No, because seriously,
I'm not saying you're gonna be conscious of the situation that happened, but I'm saying no, you're conscious, like if you're aware of it. But I'm saying though, you still got to be able to forget, to let it go. You're not gonna look at the person like, damn, this person did this to me.
Letting go and forgetting is different. Because letting go is like basically me telling you, you punched me in my fucking face. You did this. You did that. You did this. In my life, you hurt me.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
Let it go. I have no animosity towards you.
Yeah, that's
I
dead,
know
bro.
all the wrongs. No, I'm saying that. It's dead. No, but this is what you talking about being forgetful.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna forget though, bro. That's dead.
I'm never gonna.
But it depends. That's why I said that's a high caliber though.
No. I get that.
That's a high caliber.
I'm saying for myself, bro. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget.
It's just take it back to the topic of where, like the question he was saying, like bringing it on to your next situation. That's what I'm saying. If you're able to forgive that person that did something to you, then you're not going to bring it to your next situation.
No, you can forgive, bro. You can forgive. Look at the situation. Like look at like what went wrong. Like just look at the situation. I feel
like most of the time we overcrowd our memory and hold on to a lot of things, even that happened 20 years ago.
You gotta look though, bro. Listen, right?
Listen, right?
And that's what we gotta kind of have short term. Bro. The mind is powerful, but we really gotta try to. But then that's the thing. We go back to trying to find mechanism or ways to forget a lot of things that happen.
You gotta find healthy ways to do that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If we're not talking about it, or other people think people going through the same situation, then you're gonna hold on to it. And then most of the time, people don't talk about situations. So because they don't talk about situations, that's why Benji came here and he put things together where they can actually hear other people, you know what I'm saying, talking about the topics, talking about the situations or whatever the case may be. So they're able to realize, like, damn, I'm not the only one going through
it. Exactly. Sometimes you be in a situation, you don't even know what's going on.
You don't know.
It's just like
MD said too.
When you're in a toxic situation, right? Sometimes you keep things bottled in.
Facts.
Right?
I know that's me,
so
bro.
It's stuff that you could go through for a year, right?
Right.
You kept it bottled in, and then when enough is enough. And when you know enough is enough, because you're gonna crack one day. That bottle's gonna bust one day.
But like he said, when you start realizing you're doing things that you don't do yourself.
But that goes both ways too, though. That goes both ways too, though, bro.
No, that's both ways. But
that's a good and a bad though too. You feel me?
You gotta understand what makes you happy too.
No, facts.
It's like some people. We have friends who got married because those things that their wives did made them very happy.
No,
for sure.
Facts.
When you know your wife's qualities, it's hard for you to walk away.
Not even your wife.
Let me ask you this though. Listen, but what if the person, like, if we talking and people it happens, the person can make you happy, but then it's still toxic to you.
Very toxic because
even though they brought happiness to your life, but it's certain things and certain characteristics that you will never be able to change.
Yeah.
And that's why it's hard when people say, all right, damn, should I leave or should I stay? Should I leave? Should I stay? Because you do got that happiness within that person, but then also it's certain things that person will never be able to change.
Right, now,
that
messes you like up. That, bro, like what I would do then, you gotta look at the No, I'm just keeping it real, bro. In a situation like that then, bro, you gotta look at what you want for yourself long term then, bro.
No, but what'd you say?
You gotta look at what you want for yourself long term, bro. Like if that aligns with like what you want for yourself, like 10, 15 years down the road, bro, then go ahead and stay in that situation.
No, but when you sit there and you be like, damn, it might change. It might change. When do you get to that point and be like, damn, you don't think it's ever going to change?
But like even
that's the point though. Like
right.
He said 15 years.
Right.
You can be with somebody right now. That's why you gotta outweigh the pros and cons.
Yeah, for sure.
The pros, it's like putting gold on one side of a scale and putting silver on the other side.
Yeah.
What's heavier is what you want.
Yeah,
You
for sure.
understand? What's
Yeah, and I
heavier is
believe in
always
that.
what you want. Your heart is gonna tell you this person, like the way you feel about certain people. Sometimes, yo, you didn't talk to this person in a couple hours. Like, what you doing? But then there's people in situations that you're in. You talk to them. You're in a relationship with them the whole time, and then you're comfortable not talking to them for a whole day. That's not a good relationship.
What if your mind
sometimes.
and your heart playing with you?
That's the whole point. Because you love everything they bring to you, but you don't really know if that's the person for you.
Like I said, bro, you gotta look at what you want long term, bro. Like all this little, I'm like 25, 24. Like it's cool now, bro. Like don't get me wrong, but bro, when you 30, 35, bro, you don't want to be dealing with that.
I
bro.
feel like,
and then you got kids in this situation,
even
bro.
when we talk about characteristics,
you don't want to deal with that, bro.
At all.
I feel like if it's in a positive way, we're able to change. But you don't want to try to change. Going in a situation trying to change somebody.
See that whole changing thing, bro. You gotta take people for face value, bro.
For sure.
You can't look at people
you can't say you want to change
you. I can do
That's the worst thing you
bro.
want to do.
Exactly.
But
bro.
I feel like most of the times people go into a situation and say, "I'm gonna change that
That's
about
dead,
them,"
bro.
right?
Or you're not God, bro.
But I know. But at the end of the day, that's where people get wrong. Because you know what? I feel like people say, "All right, let me be patient. This is going to change. Let me be patient. This is going to change. This is going to happen." But at the end of the day, is it really going to change? Is it really going to happen?
No,
but that's the thing. Now, if you go, you go with Mike.
You can't go with Mike.
No, that's the thing. You playing lottery now.
That's like
No.
2%. The thing is though, right? You can't walk in somebody's life and expect them to change right then and there.
No, it's not.
You're not God. You're not none of that.
But dealing with the person, like either a man or woman, bro, everyone has like everyone has like a like what I'm trying to say, bro. Like
goals.
No, not even goals, bro. Like everyone has like a limit on like how much like they'll change for it.
Right.
You feel me, bro?
Right.
And you gotta know that.
Yeah.
If a person is like they willing to change, you gonna know that from the jump, bro.
Right.
But if a person like like they real stuck in their ways, they stubborn, bro, leave them where they at, bro.
But I
why
feel like everybody experienced that, though.
No, because everybody
experienced
like
that.
some people see potential
And then
in certain
on top of
people.
that,
and that's another thing.
people be hard-headed too, though.
What Benji
You see
said,
potential.
that's
You could-
100%.
You could
I
meet
feel
somebody
like
today.
potential.
You could meet somebody today and be like, damn, I could see this person being my husband or wife. I could see that.
This
Let
is
me
why
see
I
what I
say
could do.
Take people for what they bring right now, bro. Because look,
Okay,
right?
Yeah,
and if
no,
you
that's
Because
see,
if you holding on to that, they can be this, bro, and they never be that. Now who lost out? You, right?
yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
But I feel like most of the times people do see potential until
No,
somebody.
potential is good, bro.
and-
if
and
it's
when you
being
see-
worked on,
it's
bro.
just like if you see somebody and I bring it
Potential
back to
is good if
sports.
it's being
I
worked
agree
on.
Okay, no,
bro.
that's
If
100%.
no work is being
But
done,
I'm saying,
bro,
like,
that's not cool.
It's just
then,
like
bro.
when you see like
Because
and I
now
bring it back to
now
sport.
you're deluding yourself, bro.
Right,
You
right.
feel me?
Right.
It's
Exactly,
like this,
bro.
Yo, it's
Right.
like what he said though. Sometimes you gotta realize that potential is nothing but potential.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
when I
It's
coach
not
some of
being
these
worked
kids,
on.
yo, I swear when I'm like watching what they can become, the
Yeah.
type of levels of athletes they can become,
Yeah.
sometimes I look at it like this is potential.
Yeah.
You don't work hard enough at what you want
Exactly,
in life
bro.
to get that potential out of them.
I mean, even
everything is about
like
working
with me and
hard,
my
bro.
clients,
But it's the part with the girl. She have all this potential now. You're waiting for this potential to say, oh.
I mean, it's not always
It's
females; it's males too.
And no,
like
and I was about to say,
with
both ways.
situations because we
bro.
don't want
I was
the
just about to
females
say
to
that,
think
bro.
that we
Right,
just
right.
bashing
Yeah,
them.
no,
No, it's males
bro.
too.
It's both ways.
Because men got potential too,
Yeah.
right? But yo,
But we don't like to tap
execute,
into
bro.
it.
Exactly, bro.
Nah.
And if you don't tap
So,
into your
we're all
We're
potential,
not gonna
then
make this like a little
I think-
gender specific, bro. It's men and women like they in the same boat, bro.
I think what it is like us guys are not as patient as women are.
No, we not.
For example, a woman could take a lot of pain that a guy can't take.
that's a fact.
For example, a guy could cheat, right? You could cheat for like 2 months straight, right? You could you do that. You could cheat for 2 months straight, right?
Yeah.
You hitting all types of girls, right? You see that girl text one guy, hey, you gonna have you dying. You in a coma.
Your whole life is done.
Your whole life is
'Cause
done.
The whole thing is, that's the point though. But that's the point I'm trying to make about accountability. You got to be able to tell yourself, yo, if she was to do what I'm doing, if I put myself in her shoes.
Oh no, let's
understand?
not even get into that, bro.
No, but I'm saying, no,
'Cause, you
no,
know,
no,
men,
it's
bro.
hard, it's
men,
hard.
Not even that, bro. Men don't even look at it like
don't
that.
do that.
Cause
No,
you know
we
what they
don't.
do?
Bro.
Oh no, bro. She a shorty. She can't do that anyway.
That's the whole point.
I mean,
Because-
bro,
because-
yes,
bro,
right
that's
or
a
wrong,
fact.
bro.
That's a fact, bro.
That's
Bro,
because
That's
because
a
men
fact.
can do whatever they want, bro. The minute women do it, oh no, she can't do that, bro. What you mean she can't? She a
but
human
the thing
being,
is,
bro.
like,
She can do whatever she
but
wants.
you got your way of saying, okay, what makes you feel different about her personality? every man has what they want in a girl. Some people see a girl,
no, that's
a
facts.
girl do certain things, they would never be like, yo, she a thot. They would never say that. But it's some men that would see a girl do one small thing, but oh, that's for the streets. But how do you know she for the streets or she for the house? How do you know? You never know.
Let me ask you a question.
You gotta see it from her face to face. She gotta be able to tell you that, and you gotta be able to trust her that she's doing it.
But even if you trust
it can break. That's the whole point. Because that trust, sometimes you can be like, all right, go ahead, go do what you want to do.
Bro,
and she
outside,
outside,
all that you telling me stuff, bro. If the actions don't align with what you're saying, bro, I don't really care.
That's
bro.
a fact.
That's it.
I don't really care, bro.
But that's the whole point. It's like you said, work on your potentials. Old situation. I had a shorty tell me. Listen. Old situation. I had a shorty tell me that communication is going to be the reason why we're not together.
Okay.
But that's
what I want you to work on.
Right.
You understand? So that's my red flag right there. So you shouldn't be mad at me for looking for other options. If you're willing to change, I'll sit here. If you're not, I'm out.
But how long are you willing to see that person change?
Let me say that though. Before that though, but you said you told her to work on that and stuff right there, right? And then you get to a point where you say, all right, I'm leaving. And she say, all right, I want to change. Are you going to stay or are you going to go?
Nah. Because why, bro? Not even that, bro. It's like.
But what if you really love her? That's a different situation.
People get scared into thinking like,
that love, bro. Your love.
Bro, I know. But that's the whole part about putting yourself first.
That's where I go back.
No, the thing is though, right? When you fall in love, you become blind.
First of all, what is love? It's just a chemical reaction in your mind, bro. That's all it is, bro. That's it. We keeping it.
No, I feel like
what is love? What is love?
No, like Keith said, say it again, bro. Say it again.
That's all it is, bro. Bro, it comes and goes, bro. Of course, it's different levels to people. Like oh, I love this one more than that. I will understand that, though. You feel me?
All right. In a toxic relationship, people confuse the word love and lust.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's
right.
A big ass
so when you might think you love somebody,
but you don't.
But when the situation get toxic, it's really you start to realize it's lust. Sometimes you realize when it's too late.
Yeah.
Well, that's
sometimes when you realize it's too late when you at the breaking point with the person, you start to ask yourself like, damn, do I love this person?
But you gotta like that.
And then your mind.
That depends on like how you start out with the person, though, bro.
But when it comes to this, though, you got your mind got a heart, and your mind got a heart, and your heart got a heart.
No, that's a fact. That's a
big fact.
Two different things. Your mind and your heart. Like for example, your heart, your mind can say, I love this person.
Right.
But your heart can say, this person not good for me. It's not giving me enough blood.
Yo, listen. He want put y'all in the wood. He trying to put y'all in the wood.
He talking about it's not giving enough blood.
Right.
So circulation.
But back to Keem though. He said a very important part. He said it depends on how y'all start, and that's the biggest thing because at most time people start off on the wrong foot, and then they expect something else, and you can't do that. You gotta kind of analyze how y'all started and how it's going. I mean, if y'all started doing something and then later on y'all like, oh, I don't want to do this, like how you gonna kind of switch that? And most of the time people go about routines. You know what I'm saying? And routine is very, very, very important.
How about what you said earlier? Like, you start trying to build something in somebody, and even though you see that potential, and that potential is why you're going hard for them, when do you tell yourself she's not working on her potential and I gotta stop going hard?
If she not matching like that same energy as as everybody like to say, right? Mm-hmm. If she not matching that energy that you putting forth, bro.
That's
man, listen.
You gotta walk.
And honestly, and I want everybody to really understand this. If you know, everybody listen. If you know you gave 100% in a situation, and you feel like, yo, is nothing else you can do. Don't ever feel bad at leaving.
Okay, but how about this? We keep talking about ourselves.
Hold on.
I'm not talking about ourselves. I'm talking
when do you know when to leave?
We're talking about men.
No, I'm talking about both parties.
Yeah, this is what
both parties.
But this is what I mean right here, though. For girls, there's always this thing. She loves you to the point where she's willing to go real hard for you, and then she's been waiting for you to change your ways. And when you get to that point where you're not changing your ways, or you're finally about to change your ways, there's somebody else in her eyes and her heart making her happier. Do you run after her when she tells you everything is over, or do you let her go?
Listen, bro.
Now, people selfish ways.
Huh?
If I'm not the first choice,
Listen,
out, bro.
no, but it's the
Got
thing.
someone else in your
But
heart,
that's
bro.
what
I'm saying
no.
because she loves you.
But listen, do
to
you
the
want
same level?
But
That's
do you
what-
actually still love her because she leaving you, or you're
That's
just
the point.
staying there because
Because
that
you gonna lose her.
she
You
willing
gonna lose a
to go
person.
on with somebody
That's-
else,
right.
and most of the time that's what men do.
Right.
And even females, both parties they do it. They see, all right, damn, he about to leave or she about to leave. Now I got to get my stuff together
Right.
because she has somebody that's better than me, X, Y, and Z.
And then
And now
I don't trust
now
that, bro.
you got
I
to
don't
go
trust
with
that.
now you got to go with
You gotta
what
do it.
do you really sit there and say, yo, I'm gonna go with what really is good for me, or you just gonna say, oh damn, he coming back or she coming back. Let me just go with that.
I don't trust
It don't
that,
make
bro,
you-
because why are you waiting till when I'm leaving to do everything I'm saying you should do, bro?
Yeah,
But all right, for example, right?
because it's not. It's
For
you could have
example.
been done it.
For
That's
example,
what I'm saying.
You could've
Like,
been
you
done.
could have
For
been done it,
example,
bro.
right? Why do it have to take until I leave for you to change?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Yeah.
the biggest
That's-
question.
That's the
what I'm
biggest
saying.
question.
But
Because I could be at my last straw and you don't take me serious.
But I
as
feel
soon
like-
as I leave,
But
you trying to do everything.
I
You
feel like
tryna-
No,
sometimes
that's not-
people
it's not-
realize.
it's
No,
not
no,
genuine. That's
you know
not
what they say though?
genuine.
They say you don't know what you got until it's
Elle a
gone.
changé le côté.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand?
That
It's
means
not-
when the
it's
money
not
finished, you
genuine,
took
bro.
a different route.
It's not
only
genuine,
about the
bro.
money,
What?
though. No, it's not only about the money. It's about
Nah,
what
say it's
she
not
wanted
genuine,
from
bro.
you, what she wanted from you, or what
King.
she wanted you to
Yeah.
do for
Is
her.
it is
You might
it
care
not
about that.
genuine, or the person really realized what they really had?
Listen,
That's where it come
like,
out to, because I
man.
feel like most of the times you get comfortable. You like, all right, she not leaving, he not leaving. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't really try to fix your ways until you really realize, like, damn, they are leaving.
But also in a toxic relationship, we don't understand. Like everybody, just like men and women, was meant is meant for you.
That's true.
Yo,
So we don't try to understand.
yo, you put you straight in the wall, bro. Parce que, yo,
Yo, that's what's bigger than
sometimes that shit put you in the wall, bro. You realize, like, yo, well, they be like, I just took a drive. My boy can't foi, come on. You didn't get nothing outside. You took a drive, bro. You been outside for a whole hour.
He's saying
Thinking about war.
he took a drive, bro. You ain't even get nothing out of it.
And you've been thinking
Expound on that.
about the person that's been making you think the most. You thinking in the situation.
And not even in a good way, man. You
No,
stressing in the
sometimes
car,
not. It's
bro.
a stress, bro.
You stressing in the car,
You
bro.
shouldn't be stressing. That's the whole point.
You doing 80 on the freeway, bro.
Yo, when
like
you doing
11,
that,
12 in the
gotta
morning,
get
bro.
away from
You know what's crazy though?
And
gotta
most
get
of
away
the
from
times,
that
I
person,
feel like
bro.
people do make you feel bad that you left the situation.
And bro,
Always.
And that's, I feel like that's like a mechanism to make themselves feel better or whatever the case may be. But like I said, if you know you gave 100% in whatever situation you was in,
And you left.
and
Listen,
you
right,
left,
I got one thing
you
to
can't
say,
you
right?
can't let somebody like guilt trip you and stuff
Bro,
like that and make
somebody-
you feel like you made the wrong
Men and
decision.
women, yo, before y'all get in relationships and all that, get married and all that, be connected with yourself, bro.
Be connected with
emotionally,
yourself.
God.
mentally.
God.
Yo, God number one, bro. Like my
God.
man Nasha
Make sure
said,
you
God
pray.
is number one, yo.
Ask
Feel me?
Allah about
That's
your situation.
that on God, yo, for real, yo.
Man,
And you got to be on the same page with your partner.
but don't be trying to change people around you.
You
about
can't
your
try
situation.
to. You can't change nobody. Like
I feel like you should never change somebody
Nah,
that you
bro.
with, but
Facts.
y'all can also make each other better.
That's it.
That's another thing. There's a difference of changing somebody and there's a difference of making somebody else better. Somebody can lack into something and you can kind of push them, motivate them, and then it'll make them better.
But it's
You know
up
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
person to do that, though. Bro.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
that's the
force
thing.
that.
Yes, if y'all together, if y'all on the same page, and that's something that need to be communicated in the beginning. A lot of things don't be talked about in the beginning.
Listen,
A lot of things be overlooked in the beginning.
like you
and,
said,
and,
the
and
honeymoon
women, man.
phase.
and,
But
and,
that's
and you
what-
can't fall in love with the honeymoon phase. You
Yeah.
gotta also be able to talk about uncomfortable conversations.
That's the
Listen,
thing,
men and
but-
women, man, find somebody you can communicate with.
Find somebody you could
you can
communicate
be
with.
understanding
I
with.
got a
Who
question.
can understand.
Let me ask you a
What's up,
question
bro?
though. Say that. What you said again?
Which one?
When you said.
what he said.
When you said.
Talk about everything, right?
No, like just now, like when you said.
What?
Damn.
Be able to talk about everything.
Be able to talk about
uncomfortable
everything.
situations.
Uncomfortable situations, right? A
Yeah.
perfect example.
Uh-huh.
Everything could be nice between you and your partner.
Mm-hmm.
You see a person true color during the arguments. When a person is mad, you see that true color,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes people they trip like, damn, why does this person act like that? It's because you don't even know the person. So who you falling in love with?
Yeah.
Who you lusting
And
with?
most of the time is a trigger, and people don't know. Like, and that's that we gonna rewind it back to not leaving the situation alone. And if the next person you with say something that trigger you, then you gonna go ahead and you gonna snap.
Right.
Might think like, oh damn, this is the last person, but you didn't get over that last situation,
Nah.
and that's why it triggered you to snap on that person.
That back I'm talking about, man. You got to know like what you holding within yourself and your heart, man.
And you gotta know that people different.
This
You know what I mean?
this is-
We had a
fact
question
too, bro.
yesterday, right?
Uh-huh.
We had a question. The question was, when you go on a date with a girl the first time,
Yeah.
when is it okay to ask her any question you want to ask her? Like the first date, do you ask her anything or you want to make her comfortable? Because that's what we was talking
What
about
do you mean
earlier.
anything?
When you first start talking to somebody, you hide the things that may scare them off. But is it cool to talk about that the first time just so they understand
It
who they're
depends
dealing
what
with?
it depends
or
on like
you
what you
hide it until you're comfortable.
It depends
talking
what you
about
see that person with. Like if it's just like a quick fling, bro, then obviously you don't really care.
it. Right.
But if it's more so like you looking for long term, bro, get that stuff out of the way in
That's
the
the whole
beginning,
point,
bro.
And that's what I was trying to say, because when we was having that conversation,
Yeah.
they were talking about make the person comfortable with this and that. I personally
Nah,
think
bro.
that's where the deceit come at. The deceit come because when you had that first date, y'all clicked based off your fake personality or the personality you was willing
Not
to
even
hide.
bro, fake. It's not even fake. It's like you putting your best foot forward, bro.
Right.
So the person don't even see all your skeletons in your closet. You feel me?
I think it's
I mean,
cool,
it's like going into an interview.
No, that's different though, bro. You can't approach it like that though,
we
bro.
got somebody right here, like, who this?
What they say?
Who this? But they said that person was always like that if they act out and you don't recognize why they're acting out like that. You just didn't get to know the person fully, only the good.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like
the
they put their best foot forward, man.
Yeah.
You see all the good qualities, you know, that they inhibit in themselves.
And let me say something. Everyone has flaws.
no,
Nobody
no,
is
no,
perfect.
Everybody
that's
has
a
And
fact.
nobody
flaws.
not
Everybody
nobody
has
not
a
looking
fact.
for.
No one, no.
I hope nobody don't look for the
Mr.
perfect guy
Perfect.
or the
It's-
perfect
you never
female,
gonna find
'cause it's
it.
never gonna be that.
Only
You know
person
what
you gonna
I'm saying?
find
You
that
gotta find
is in
somebody.
Jenna, bro.
If you looking for the perfect partner,
Is in paradise.
go see Guy.
No, bet.
But you
yo,
gotta
no bet.
see who is a good fit for you. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
really what it is, bro.
That's all it is.
That's
But to
really
say
what
I'm
it
gonna go
is,
look
yo.
for Mr. Perfect, Mrs. Perfect, it doesn't exist because none of us is perfect. We all
Damn.
got flaws, so we're not gonna say, all right, damn, we're gonna look at that. No, it's certain things you can accept with a person, but you gotta know if you're able to deal with it long term.
Damn, man.
All
I
right,
had
so
a- I had a
somebody
thought I
said-
wanted to say.
Somebody said a lot of people need rehab, not a partner.
But that's facts though.
See this.
Yo.
See,
So-
I mean, that goes back to
so-
what
so-
Keem said though.
That's about talking
So-
about. But the thing is, they say rehab. Rehab is not true.
But let me ask you
It's
this
more
though. Let me ask you this
yeah,
though.
therapy.
Everybody need therapy.
All right, all right.
Reason why I
So,
say
do you
everybody-
believe in going to? All right, us
Yes.
being black. Do you believe in
Yes.
us going to therapy for?
One-
I did it a couple years
we,
ago.
we need it more so than anybody else.
No, that's the truth.
No,
But
but-
I didn't. No,
but
I
this-
did it. I never believed
No,
it.
no,
Let me
no,
tell you
bro.
something.
I don't knock therapy, bro.
No, but
I would
yeah,
do
but-
it, bro.
all right, so
I'm
basically-
not doing it, but I would do 100%, bro.
But I never believed in it
Nah,
until
bro.
I never believed it. Because my thing was, I've always felt like people can get psychological treatment on their own. That's how I used
Nah.
to. No, but this is what I'm trying to say.
Nah.
That's how I used to feel. But now when you're in a position, everybody needs somebody else to hear where they're coming from.
You need therapy, bro.
That's therapy.
You need
so
therapy,
even
bro.
if you're not going to somebody who's a doctor, you may go into your
But
friends
that person-
who unconditionally
that
love
person
you and
that said,
understand what you're saying to them.
Rehab not a partner, but it's like going down the line, going down history.
your partner
It's-
becomes your
it's-
rehab partner. Yeah.
It's trauma.
Me-
now
me-
let's say like you going through a tough situation and that person that's next to you, you able to lean on to them.
Yeah,
They catch you
but-
at a
but-
vulnerable state.
but
No, I'm
it's
not
a
saying
balance,
that.
though.
No,
It's
I'm
a
saying
balance,
catch you at
though,
a
bro.
vulnerable state.
It's a
and
balance,
then
bro.
They get everything. They're there for you and everything. Now you lean
It's
on
a balance,
to them.
bro. It's
But
a balance.
going down, you gotta understand. Like you gotta be able to identify what happened in your childhood, what happened in your teenage life,
And
then
people
now
don't
going
even
into
have
your
the
adult
tools to
life.
do that, which
You know
is
what I'm
why
saying?
I say
If you're
therapy,
not
bro.
able to identify those things, being in a relationship not gonna help you.
He said black people need
That's
a
a
hell, no
fact.
cap.
Yeah, somebody said.
No, he talking facts though, bro. for
Because
real,
most
bro.
of the time, where do it begin? Home.
Home.
Man, listen, that foundation is very, very,
It
very
happens
important,
home.
bro.
No, but the thing is, like, in an African household, like what you were
sure,
saying,
everyone
what you were saying about the support that we need. So, growing up in an African household where you have kids who are first generation American children, so those first generation American African children, they have to ask a lot from their parents. So now you play basketball, you play soccer. Your parents always working. They have to work to make sure you can keep playing soccer. So now your parents never came to your game. You grow up you start resenting your parents for not coming to your game, and you never told them that. And now that resentment become other things.
So you look for support in other people?
Other people. And
now,
that happens a lot. In our African community, it happens a lot.
As a kid, though,
people go on talking about their parents. They don't do this. They don't do that.
As a kid, though, bro,
what they do.
Obviously, like as a kid, you're not gonna understand what's going on right then and there until like a couple years later, till you.
And I feel like somebody brought this very, very, very like they told me that they used to resent their parents when they was young because they never like came to the game and other people. But he said once he realized growing up, he like damn, like it was like 6, 7 of us that my mom was taking care of. So what time did they have to go to work, get some sleep, take us to school, do this for us, and then still be able to come to our games?
That's why it really depends on like the kid, like you know, like they like how you look at situation, their mentality and everything, bro.
So you gotta be able to.
Nasi got a question.
I got one question. I see a lot of people get into relationships and think their boyfriend or husband's supposed to heal them. They only a husband, not / doctor.
That's why I say you can't.
No, it's 100%. That's true.
No, that's a fact, bro.
But most of the times, I feel like Kareem said it one day. He said, "What you say, bro? You said a broken heart attracts."
She said
a broken heart attracts. No, a broken heart attract.
No, a big heart. You said big heart.
A big heart attracts a lot of broken souls.
Yeah, something like around like that. So most of the times, let's say you see somebody that's in a state where they are hurt or they've been through something and they talked about something. You got a big heart. Now you over there, you trying to heal them and stuff like that. And you really not a doctor. No, you know, you're not a doctor or none of that.
Saying. That's facts though. I think you got a big heart. You feel like you should.
And whoever said that, yes, like you are there to be a husband, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. You're not there to really be
look at
doctor.
your spouse or your
try to be happy.
And you can't find happiness within them. Bro. You got to find happiness within yourself.
Yeah,
but
the crazy part about it though, some people do get in a relationship looking for happiness, looking for that attention.
But now let me tell you this: when that person leave, what happen? You gonna still have happiness or not?
Exactly. Like you being shallow.
You can't find happiness in people because people don't know what your heart is feeling. They don't see what your heart is doing. I can be like, yo, you told me, oh, this is going on in my life. This is going on in my life.
See, so now that's another thing too, right?
I can try to sympathize with what you're feeling,
right?
But in reality, I never know what you're feeling, so I can't make you happy. You can I can talk to you like, yo, everything gonna be good. This gonna be good. That's gonna be good. But the reality is, you saying okay to me, but what you really have in your heart and your mind is there. You're still not happy. So whatever person you try to replace that happiness with, when they walk away, you're back to your old self. You're back to this person that's not doing what you should be doing.
Now, what if you do find somebody like you was in a situation and you wasn't happy and XYZ whatever? You found somebody that actually did everything you wanted. Mm-hmm. That's just their personality. Yeah. And you find that happiness, but then you fumble that ball. Then what next?
You go back to not being happy because you fumbled the ball. Bro, it's like, yo, anything you fumbled, that was your responsibility.
Okay, but it's not on the person.
Yeah, because when you got the ball and you fumbled it, nobody held that ball with you to make you fumble.
Because I feel like also people personalities are different. You might be somebody that's, lovey-dovey. You might be somebody that don't even know how to tap into your emotions and stuff like that. And most times people want somebody that can actually, is not afraid to show their emotions. At all. Not afraid to be, bring them flowers or stuff like that. I mean, and that's just people personality.
Another thing is this. People might say all the time, I don't know how to dance. I've come to the realization, girls don't need you to know how to dance. They want you to have the pride to be like, okay.
The courage, the confidence.
Courage and confidence.
Confidence is the biggest
thing. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing.
Regardless of who's watching you, you're happy because you're with the person that makes you happy. If you're being happy because other people are seeing you being happy, you're not happy.
You know what that is? We call that image.
We call that an image. Certain guys, certain girls do things for an image. They do that image. And then the biggest thing you just said, the reason why it's so many people in toxic situations is because guys don't know how to follow and women don't know how to. No, guys don't know how to lead and women don't know how to follow. Yeah. You can have a guy that know how to lead, but the women won't follow. Why? Friends. The image,
family,
and the image is very, very important because with
the
image is are you really with somebody you want to be with, or is it the image that
and
makes
also,
it better?
Don't get it twisted too. Like with the men lead and women follow, is also interchangeable too. So women also lead in certain situations, and men do follow. Because also to be a leader, you gotta be a follower too, yo. I just wanted to
no, that's true.
That's true. That's true.
Like we not trying to be like say, oh men. We it's both.
Bro.
And sometimes us men like females, their mind,
right,
they definitely be into it, and they might see something that we don't. And then if they're able to correct us or even say, all right, I'm gonna take this lead, follow me. Yeah,
But
you should
as
be
a
able
man,
to. You don't gotta have pride to
have-
say, oh no, they're female. I'm not going.
You should have
not gonna let them
like
follow.
that humility. Be like, you know what, baby, you right. You feel me? But most men nowadays, y'all already know how that
Yo,
go.
but the thing is, in relationships, I think men should throw out pride.
You said what?
Pride.
Yeah, but
You can't.
you know that's not easy though, bro.
No, it's not easy, but it's the thing I'm saying. In the world that we're going into today, most men are gonna have girls who work hard. Like that's just the reality.
First of all,
from the type of women that I like a girl who's willing to work hard.
No, that's a
Meaning,
fact. Of course.
You gotta go.
Are y'all gonna work hard together, or
Yeah,
are y'all gonna just let her work hard?
No.
Let me ask you, can I ask you a question?
Like no, because like you
Yeah.
have kids. Like when
Yeah.
you have kids, you gotta be willing to say, okay, baby's gonna retire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of the kids right now.
Yeah.
Not every situation should be about, oh, she gonna do this, she gonna do this, she gonna do that, and the only thing you want to do is go to work and bring
And man,
money.
y'all gotta be
You know what I'm saying?
y'all gotta
And
be
now you
hands
feel
on
like-
when it comes to these kids. Y'all gotta
Right,
learn how to
you feel
change
like you're doing a whole
diapers.
lot, and you
Y'all gotta
know-
learn
Thing
how to
too,
watch
yo,
these kids and all that.
Stop looking at other situations and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, bro. If it works for you, bro, it don't matter what other people think, bro.
That's
Like,
hard
just
to
do
say.
what
a
just do
lot
what
of
works
people
works
got
for yourself,
relationship
bro.
goals.
But that's hard to say.
A lot of people
bro,
see.
do what
a
works
lot of
for
people
you,
see.
bro.
A lot of
Cause certain
people
things
see,
in other relationships, bro, it works for them. That don't mean it's gonna
It's
work
not
for
gonna
you,
work
though,
for you.
bro.
No, that's
It's just like right. All right.
But
It's
now,
just
now,
like,
now,
for
now,
example,
hold on,
my,
right?
my right hand got married.
Go ahead, yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
I can't take the same exact steps and time frame he did, because that means I'm looking for anybody.
Right.
You feel me?
the whole point.
That's what I'm saying. You feel me? And then a lot of people get peer pressured.
Right.
A lot of people look at like who on social media does lit. That is a couple. A lot of people.
No, think about this. How Meek and Nicki Minaj fell out. That was a situation that a lot of people would post and be like, "Oh, couple goals." You can't have couple goals.
Can't get a couple goals.
What they do and make each other happy would not make you happy if you find out what makes them happy.
And then
Because
girls.
that's just how situations go. Like for you could be with somebody that like a lot of extracurricular activities, and you somebody that just want to chill, want to be with your wife.
I mean, like me, like I'm an athlete. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I need to move around, go to the gym. You know what I mean?
But if you got somebody that want to sit there and feed you all day and not tell you to go to the
that-
gym and not tell you to do all that, what you gonna do?
Then you gonna blow up.
All right, gonna blow up. And then you're not gonna be happy with yourself.
Yeah, and then you gonna find resentment in that person as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you're not happy with yourself, you build this anger up and you start to hate the person that got
Listen,
nothing
man,
to do with that.
If you're not happy with
Nothing to do
yourself,
with
bro, get right with yourself and get right with God, man. That's all I really
Get
got
right
to
with
say.
yourself.
Yo,
If
listen,
you gonna
like,
get
I'm
in
a Muslim
relationship,
first
get right with
before
God and
anything,
get right
bro.
with yourself.
You feel me? Like we Muslims serve before anything. You feel me?
Yep.
And like Islam tells us a lot of things what to do, bro. But everybody, you know, nowadays they don't even look at.
No, but
They don't know their religion. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to pray, how to read the Quran.
There's
Don't know
no
how to do a lot of
guidance.
stuff, bro.
There's no guidance.
There's no guidance.
And that start from the house. That
But
start from the house.
now, even though there's no guidance, bro, at a certain point when you grow up, bro, you like, all right, I'm lacking in boom, boom, boom,
There's
boom.
grown-ass men
You
with no guidance.
should know to go and look for that, bro.
No, but there's grown-ass men and women with guidance, and that's been that for histories. Like, for the whole time we've been living, there's people that's been in the same situation that we've been in, felt the same way we felt like their family resented them, felt like their peers and people not doing what they want them to do for them to be motivated. And then there's other people who are willing to say, okay, unless I make myself happy, I will never be happy. And those people are the ones who are willing to go into a relationship, have multiple kids with one person. But that person, you having those 10 kids, 20 kids, that person never made you as happy as the first child, as your second, your third. So you knew automatically nobody makes you happier than yourself because that person that came out of her is an image of yourself. You understand? If you can't love yourself, how you gonna love your children?
Damn.
I mean, but children though, that's a whole different.
Children don't want to, no matter how you,
I mean, you look at your image, you look at something that you know that's you. That's a photocopy
That's the
of
whole
you.
point. That's your life.
You be
That's
like,
you.
damn, it changes your life, man. And I have a son, and he changed my life. Like just looking at him, You come from a hard day, and it's off topic, but you come a hard day from work or
It's
whatever
part
the
of
case
topic.
may be,
It's
and
therapeutic.
you see him, and it just brings joy to you. It just brings joy to your heart and everything. And the kid is so innocent, and they really go off of energy. So when they do see you, they just all happy. So you can really have a long day and be stressed out and everything, but come home and then you see a kid happy, man. It just changes
done.
your whole mood, like literally change your
But
whole
what do you
mood.
do
I
when you
can't- I
walk in
can't
that
speak
house
on
with
that. I don't got no
negative
kids.
energy?
But that's the
Yeah.
thing. I make sure I keep it at the front door though.
That's
Like
it.
because I feel like kids, they don't know nothing. Energy, they go off of energy. You know what I'm saying? So if you bring that negative energy, at one point they're gonna start taking on that
Feeling it.
negative energy. You know what I'm saying? But I try to leave it at home. I mean at the front door, whatever, before I even go next to my
But
my
bro,
son.
see, you in touch with yourself though, bro. Like all right, like this is what I've been going through today. All right, I'm not gonna take it on my loved ones. Most people don't do that though,
Most
bro.
people don't do
Yeah,
that.
and then
But
most of the
it's
times,
also
you know
about
what
experience,
something
though.
what people gotta do? Also you gotta know, all right, find a activity. Like especially like I'm a trainer as well, and I see train people with football and everything. Hakeem got some which one we'll call experience with it as well. You know what I'm saying?
That one does
Go
mean-
That's something like go
You're funny.
like
Yo,
you would know the difference when you go to the gym,
Mm-hmm.
lift weights, go do some cardio, box, do whatever. You'll see the difference of your energy of whatever that you had going on through a hard
but
day.
most people
How it
lazy
makes
though,
you
bro.
feel.
They don't want to do all
Yeah,
of that.
and that's the
bro.
thing.
Pandemic didn't help.
You can't.
That's-
and you can't.
Because that's working on yourself, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. You
They
gotta
don't wanna
work
do
on
that, bro.
yourself,
They
and
don't
people
wanna do
don't
that,
know
bro.
how it makes you feel
They don't even
after
wanna do
you're
that.
done.
Even if
Because
they
most of the
don't, they
time
don't
you
wanna
can have
do it,
built up stuff inside you, and you go to the gym, you don't have it no more. You're not going home mad at your girl or your wife. You're not going home mad at your husband or your boy or your kids. You're not even going home.
And we're not
spazzing
even
on
saying
them.
you gotta go to the gym though. Like it's different hobbies and things you can do. Like you can go for a walk. You can go read a book somewhere. Like it's a lot of things you can do. Like to
Alright.
like manage
Yo,
your
I
emotions,
got
bro.
a question,
But the
right?
older African parents can be on them.
But that's you leaving it at the front door.
Yeah.
Some older African parents don't do that.
Okay, that's the thing. Now
That's
let
the
me get to that.
But
one.
that generation,
Let me
though,
tell you
that's-
this.
they-
Let me
they
tell you this.
phasing out though now though.
No,
bro.
listen. Let me tell you this.
Now phase out for all these kids.
Listen, everything is about generations and times. How we know what happened back then to them and their parents. They're going off of what happened then. Even them, they can't even talk back to their parents.
That's what
Nowadays,
I'm
kids
saying,
talk
like,
back
bro,
to their parents.
like, yeah, like, as
You know
a-
what I'm
as a
saying?
kid,
they
too,
couldn't
bro,
do that.
You gotta
You
have
had
a
to
level
say
of
yes.
understanding, bro.
That's the thing. If you don't
of
if
how
you
your
don't
parent,
understand,
like you know, like
it-
how they was
don't
raised.
get it- don't
you
get it
can't you
wrong.
can't look at them like, oh, they're so wrong. Boom, boom, boom. You can't do
don't
that,
get it
bro.
wrong. It's
You
very
can't,
it's
bro.
very hard.
It is
because
hard,
it's like,
bro.
all right,
It's
damn,
very
like
hard.
you're not doing nothing. You're not leaving home, but it's very
You gotta
hard.
look at how they was raised,
You
bro.
gotta be in
the
their
environment that
footsteps.
they was
And if
brought
you're
up
not
in,
able
bro.
to be in someone's footsteps, you're not able to
but
understand what they're
kids
going through.
They don't do that nowadays,
You know
But
what I'm
bro.
saying?
this is the thing, though. This is the thing.
But that's why, and again, how you whoever said like our parents don't leave it at the front door. Now it's to you when you have a child to actually do better to
Break
them
the
as
curse.
well.
Break that.
And not
generational
saying
curse,
you're going to bring the
exactly.
culture, but not break the culture, but break that curse of them like not leaving at the front door. So you don't have to do it to your child for them to go through it for however way you felt.
You
as
rather
well.
you rather go through it and break it, or you rather your kids go through it and break it, bro. You got someone got to break it, bro. So why not make it you, bro?
All right, now
Like
I got a
and,
question.
and words of
right?
my man Yusuf Kroma, right? Somebody got to do it, right? You feel me?
Let me ask you a
Man.
question. Do you think some people became toxic because their parents was toxic?
Or is
Or is it
Yusuf-
experience that they went through that made them
my
toxic?
bad.
I mean, it's both. It can go both ways.
My bad. Repeat that.
But
Bro.
most of the times it's experiences,
Hold on.
and experiences can
What
come
you
from
say,
your
bro?
parents as well.
Yeah, do you think some people become toxic because they parents or experience?
Both.
Right?
That's why I said
Both.
both because, and then even with the parents, it ties into experiences as well because that's something you experience too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When you're younger, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you go through that and then you're not able to express because most of the time we can't express our feelings to our parents.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Because, you know, if you do, especially in our culture, if you do it, it's disrespect.
Not,
But all right, that's
it's
the
not
thing,
not
though.
only is
That's the
sometimes
thing.
disrespect. They gonna be like, oh, they're gonna downplay it, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
downplay
They're
it.
gonna downplay it.
Like-
oh, what's
like-
that?
like-
you feel me?
Like, no offense, some African parents, not even some African, some black parents, black in general, they don't take certain things serious.
But,
Like, we might be hurting, and they really don't acknowledge it unless you bleeding on the hospital. That's when they really know what's going on.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
That's a
bro.
fact. That's
you
a
could
fact.
be going through shit for a whole year. You get shot one time, it's just over.
No, but this is the thing, though. This is the whole thing. It's because we bottle in the serious things until it get real.
No.
But why we
No,
about to
no.
win?
Let me
Nah,
tell you
you
this: you
haven't
can't
gained that
because you're
deep,
not
bro.
able to
Let it
communicate.
out.
Because you were never taught to communicate.
Okay.
No, you was taught to
No, you was
communicate,
taught-
but
No,
if you
not
listen,
everybody,
listen.
bro. Not everybody,
Listen.
bro.
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna say.
What's that?
No, but
You
I
tell
mean,
your
of
parents
course.
right now. No, straight up.
Ite figure out what
No,
but
but
why
that's the whole
not?
point. It's like this. You have a way of doing something successful for yourself. It's like me telling, like, bro, some of y'all didn't go to, we got friends who didn't go to college, but they're successful today.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. They had to understand, college is not for me. When
But-
your mom is
but
telling you,
let
no,
me
go
tell
to
you
college,
something.
it's for
But
you.
let me
It's
tell
for
you
but that's-
something. When they came from, wherever they came
but
from,
that's what I'm saying.
if they seen, all right, I don't want my child to do the things that I did.
Right.
Watch bathrooms,
what
watch
I'm
do
saying,
this and
right?
watch do that.
Like,
So at the end of the
bro.
day, I want better, and just for us. Just how they want it better for us, we'll want better for our kids too.
Like-
Not saying we're gonna change
Right.
the culture. You can tweak it a little bit, still have the same
But
culture.
That's why,
It should
bro,
never get to a
your
point-
parents,
it
right,
should never
bro?
get to a point where you don't talk to your kids no more because they're not doing what you want.
Yo, but hold on,
All right,
now,
let me
right?
ask you this too,
It's
right?
But let me ask you this:
Hold on.
For
Go
how,
ahead,
how
go ahead.
how can you change somebody that had the? You can't change somebody that's been 30, 40 years the same
Bro,
way. You
look,
can't.
right?
You can't.
See, our
That's why we
parents and
said
stuff, bro.
going into a relationship. You can't change nobody, right?
No,
So you
you
can't
can't.
change your parents.
Look,
No,
look,
you
look.
can't.
They your
You can't.
parents.
Yeah, yeah.
But let me ask people this: when your parents when you was young, coming from an infant all the way up, who bathed you and gave you food or gave
Your
you a
parents,
house?
but-
Your parents. Now it's their way, and once you're able to move out of their house and stuff like that,
100%.
you should still respect them, but you still are able to do what you
No,
want to
what-
do.
What Kareem said was they won't understand. They won't understand what you're going through until you're shot.
Yeah.
You've been getting shot the whole time.
But-
But until
but-
the blood start coming out, that's when they started noticing.
Yeah, I
Yo,
understand.
but
understand?
look though, right? Most parents, I say most, right? Because not everybody's a good parent, right?
Right.
Most parents
I'm
for their
agree.
kids, they always have good intentions, right?
Right.
Now it's not always executed properly though, as we can always say, right?
100%.
All right. So now, even though it's not executed properly, right? You have to have like that level of discernment to look at your parent and be like, all right, it's not always bad intentions what they say,
No, never.
but because like the environment that they grew up in, you're not compatible with what our way of life
You know what it
today.
is.
Right.
You know what it
You know what it
is?
is?
You know what it is when we say to each other, we say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And most of the times, our parents, especially they aggressive.
They're aggressive.
learning that
Our
today.
parents
So-
are aggressive.
Yo, I'm learning.
They're
that
like,
today,
"You talk I can't," but
Ikita.
it's for you. It's
We're
for
not even
to
going.
make
We're
it
not
better.
even going.
Hakeem.
We're not even going to explain what that word means.
Yeah,
dog.
but look, Hakeem, it's like right now we like this the African thing where we talk about the universal understanding how strict our parents are. This one joke that all Africans make. Parents call you to get the remote when it's sitting right in front of them.
Oh yeah.
It's a joke, but sometimes a lot of us live that shit.
No,
but
okay,
for
no
you
fact.
That's a
to
fact.
try to tell your dad, bro, this remote right here, right in front of you, pick that shit up.
Now, let
And
me-
I also-
That's the way you
I
say
also
it.
wanna
no,
say-
no,
Normalize
listen,
that,
but let me
Hold
tell
on,
you. Let me
also
tell you
wanna say
this.
one thing,
No,
right?
let me go back to it.
I also
Go
wanna say
back,
one
go
thing, right?
back when
Even
they
though
in
we're
their
Africans
country.
In
too,
their country.
I know most black people, like most African Americans too, they also deal with what we're going through. So like, don't just think, because it's
It's not an African thing.
It's
But
not an
look,
African thing. You
but
feel
go
me?
back to their time.
It's a black thing. You
If
feel me?
somebody was able to do it to them, if it was being done to them, they probably normalized it, and they probably do it to you, not knowing it is wrong,
They did normalize it,
and they didn't know it was wrong.
And that's what I'm trying to say. You have to be willing to tell your parents what's wrong with you. Even though no. Listen, even though you come from a systematic African country where people don't open up to their parents, they don't tell their parents what's going on, bro. It's always good to tell them how you feel than not be happy because you don't tell them.
But
how
I
you
Now,
also feel like
that's
you're-
like that's like that's like 50-50, bro. Because sometimes you can open up to them, bro,
No,
and
don't-
because you do
don't tell
that,
them the
it's gonna
shit
be
they don't
worse,
need-
bro.
Don't tell them the things that they don't need to know.
It's-
You
it's
gotta
a-
identify
it's
that.
a
If you
thin
can't,
line.
if you can't identify what you need to tell your parents, it's hard. It's like my dad walking up to me, even though I don't know, bro. That's on God.
But,
What you
but
gonna
going back
say?
to that, they say like you completing half of your deen, and also when you have a kid, you're responsible for that kid.
Right.
So that's why your dad, if your dad asks you, when you're gonna get married, he know that his responsibility is you. So therefore, he wants you to complete half of your deen.
Right.
He wants you to be on that good route. Where we know everybody, we all gonna die.
Right.
So when it happens, when it comes to that day of judgment, you already completed half of your deen and stuff like that. And that's why your dad is like, it's not you're gonna say like, damn, like why he keep on pressing me? Why he keep on pressing me? I'm ready when I'm ready.
100%.
But at the end of the day, you're his responsibility because you're his seed, and you're gonna understand when you had your kid. I never understood until I had my child. And when I had my kid, and he's young,
Right.
but I know that's my responsibility.
Somebody said like talking to your parents, it can't come off as disrespectful.
Always, because
They said what?
It can't come off as disrespectful.
It can't come off as disrespectful because when you speak with emotions, that's all they see. Tone is a big thing.
Tone is
Tone is a big thing. Yeah, tone is a big thing.
Yo, bro, I be trying to tell my folks like certain things. I be just trying to explain it, but I know I'm a passionate person. So when I talk to you and then you hit something in me by telling me something I don't want to hear, I might come off like I'm barking at you. But in reality, I'm not trying to bark at you. I'm just trying to speak to you. But my emotions let my tone get to where it got.
Yeah, because we're emotional people. I'm an emotional person. Like, so if
tone
like,
is a very, very important thing.
for example, like,
but where do we get that from too? Also, you gotta think about it.
But
when it come down
one thing
to it.
about certain parents, not even Africans, Black Americans being toxic is that we love taking advantage of each other.
100%.
Like we talking about parents, peers, and everything. If somebody see you soft, they gonna take advantage. They gonna step on you.
Right.
Yeah.
But he used to always tell me like, "Yo, don't let people just walk all over you."
Right.
But when you got a big heart and you think everything cool. Like I used to think everybody was like, "Yo," I used to think everything was solid. Everybody was solid.
But that's the thing. That's your principles, Reem.
That's my principle.
When we was growing up, I always told you that.
That's
Your
not a principle.
principles-
That's not a. That's,
No,
that's
but
a that's a characteristic.
That's a characteristic, but it's also
I'm glad.
Kadim got certain type of principles about him. He loves people. If you're willing to walk a mile for Kareem, he's gonna walk 10 miles for you.
No, but like even with that, bro, like you gotta walk. You
Still gotta be aware.
You gotta be aware.
That's
If
high
you're not
school.
aware,
That's high school.
if you're not
Nah,
aware
you
of
can't-
that,
yeah,
you're
exactly,
gonna
bro.
let everybody walk
Hakeem,
all over.
Exactly.
Hakeem,
No, that's a
sometimes,
fact. You gotta be
sometimes
aware,
people
bro.
will do things in front of you and you being like, oh, that's corny. I don't want that. See, people like that's why I've been outspoken my whole life because I got to a point where you're not about to bully me because I came from Africa. You're not about to bully me because I'm black. You're not about
No,
to
that's
bully
different.
me.
No,
because
no, no, no,
But
no.
those
Facts,
are the
facts,
things, and I
facts.
came to that realization. Bullying don't have to be physical.
No,
Bullying can also
yeah,
be somebody
mental
using you
and
for the
verbal.
things you have.
See, when it comes to stuff that's like inside of a person, bro, like you know, like they doing to you, but you necessarily won't know, bro. Like don't even trip. Like God gonna take care of that when you take
Oh yeah,
care of it,
another
bro.
thing
Like,
is
it's always gonna
not
come
to
out
cut you
at the end
off,
of the day. No, go
but
ahead,
to
bro.
finish-
Go ahead.
Yeah,
bro.
another thing at the mosque they were saying also, they said, forget when you do something for somebody. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Right.
Don't
Facts.
remember like, all right, I
Facts.
did this for somebody. Like I'm like they say don't do it for that person. You do
And
it
don't even do
You do
things-
it for the sake of God.
And
You know what
don't
I'm
even
saying?
do things expecting something in return.
Yeah,
like,
never.
You feel me?
Never.
Never.
Yo.
Don't say, all right, I gave this person 1,000. I need them. No, don't
No.
do that. You know what I mean? You gave it
yo,
to give them whatever you can give. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Bro,
for God. You know what I'm
everything
saying?
you do, you gotta do it for the sake of God.
Yeah,
You gave
that's
that
it.
person a ride anywhere. You shouldn't think, oh, one day when I need a ride, they should be there for me.
That's a
because
fact.
the reality is, their life is not the same as yours. That day when you was there for them, they might not be able to be there for you, but they want to be.
And the thing
But
is,
But
you know,
yo,
people are not
just
the same
because-
too. Like
people
you
not
said,
the same
you said
at
like you
all.
said, Kareem got a big heart. Not
But look-
everybody
but
got a
look
big
though,
heart
right?
like
Right.
him.
Just
But they
because
see
you-
that he got a big heart. They gonna
But
take
just because you was
advantage
there
of
for
him.
somebody in your time of need, in your time of need, yo, God gonna take care of you, bro. So
Yeah,
don't
for
even
sure,
trip all
for
of
sure.
that. You feel me,
But
bro?
the thing is
Yeah.
though, right?
You-
Like you said, everybody not the same,
Everybody
right?
not the same.
All right, everybody in this room, pretty sure we could go a mile for. We could swim across the ocean for each other, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Some people, like somebody you could swim across the ocean for,
Won't
they
swim back.
they can't even jump a puddle of water for.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I'm saying,
They gonna
where's
fall
the
right in.
loyalty at?
Yo, you gotta chill, bro.
Yo, we funny as shit. But that's a fact, bro. Cause like, yo, and,
Bob Borden.
and even like when you talk about last time,
Yeah,
I catch myself all the time doing shit for people because I know there's a lot of people who will call me because my biggest thing is I don't say no a lot. It's hard for me to say no.
But when somebody feel like you don't say no?
But that's the thing. It's always about the benefits to your life. If I'm willing to do something like right now, you be like, oh, I'm stuck here. I need you to come. I'm going to ask you about your options, but I knew you called me because your options
Yo,
are
but
gone.
look though,
Some
naturally,
people
bro.
take advantage of that shit.
After one time, 2 times, 3 times, bro, you're gonna get an idea of how that person
Right. When
you
gonna say no?
What you mean, bro? The minute you figure it out, bro.
The minute you say
Oh,
no,
it's a problem.
Everything you do.
That's
You know what's
cool.
crazy though? You know
That's
what's crazy
cool.
though? You know what's crazy though? Back to taking advantage. Like you could tell yes to somebody a million times, right? You ask for that one favor, he say no. How would you feel,
bro? I can't
what you
control
do?
how you react, bro.
That's
you
the
do
whole
that
point.
to me. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool, bro.
You gonna show that shit, kill it,
But he said the imam told you to forgive, right?
Okay.
Yo, the imam told you to forgive, but your mind not. Sometimes you gonna try to forgive and forget, but your mind is gonna tell you, yo, I did this for this person, I did that for this person, and I really need your help right now. And you said no.
But that's cool, bro. Take
No.
it on the chin, bro.
Some people not like that. Some people will tell you straight to your face, F you. Like, go live, go be who you are. Don't talk to me again. Don't do this. But that's a different type of build. Some people will put that in their pocket and be like, I'm never going to talk to this person again. Never tell that person what they did wrong. I think it's always good to tell the person what they did wrong. Because you don't want, some people are like very, what do you call it?
Spiteful.
Not spiteful. It's like being forgetful or not knowing what they're doing. Like some people don't know what they do.
Oh yeah.
No, it's some people that's so
not-
dumb they don't know what they do wrong.
They're
Like,
not mindful of their actions,
So
right?
what you gotta do, like they're so stupid they don't know what they're doing wrong. So what you gotta do
Yeah.
is you gotta be able to tell them, yo, you did this. I ain't like how you moved. I ain't like how it went. And then you gotta be able to be like, okay, this person understood what I told them.
No,
Because
you're
I had
right,
a situation
you're right,
where
bro.
somebody
I
walked
agree
up to me
with
and
that.
told me what I did wrong to them, and I told
agree.
myself like, yo, I don't even think it was that bad.
Yo.
But
No,
you're
no,
so
no, no, no,
emotional.
no, no,
I'm
you're
gonna
right,
say
you're
sorry.
right, bro.
exactly? And then it was
You're right,
crazy.
bro. I agree,
You know
I
what's
agree with
crazy
that,
too?
bro.
But do
Like-
you accept people for who they are, or you
100%. You
that's-
can't change nobody.
Yeah,
You
so
can't
that's
change
what I'm saying.
nobody.
So,
But-
One thing about
but I'm
life
saying,
is,
but
it is what it is.
It's something
Man.
that bother you, but that person is that way.
And then
Bro.
also people
So
got
you
different
accept it?
people got different point of views and principles.
People do got different perspective on things.
Yo,
Yeah, they
Because
do.
something I might not think is really serious, you might think it's serious
Very
too.
serious. Very.
Right? And you
Yeah.
coming to me emotional and stuff like that, and I'm like, what? Like, what is you
But that's
talking
what I'm
about?
saying. That's literally what I'm talking about. Like,
So do you still say sorry? You just like
I say
nigga,
sorry.
you tripping?
No, I'm not gonna say nigga.
But
you
most of
tripping.
the time, that's what happens.
No,
though.
but
When you got a big heart, you always gotta be the. When you got a big heart, you
No,
always
I'm not
gotta
talking
be
about
the-
you.
yeah, but-
I'm saying, and most of the time, majority of the time, it's like, all right, well, you overreacting, and people see it in
Right.
relationships. You can tell your girl or
Yo,
tell your
yo,
nigga like,
but then
damn,
not gonna
something's
feel
wrong
like
with me. They gonna be like, what? Like you tripping?
You know
what's
crazy
going
too,
on?
though? When you got a big heart, you always gotta be the bigger man.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
You always.
But you can go back up. You save that too, though. Download it, yeah. But the other thing is like, you gotta realize, bro. Sometimes the person you want to be with, that heart you have, is only your heart. Whatever they brought to you, you love that person, but
I mean, I
they
feel
can't
like,
ever
I feel
fill
like
it
we all
up.
got half a heart, and then whoever we connect to, that just makes it
Get the
one
other
big
part.
heart.
Right? It's like a broken
So
heart.
sometimes it's like the shoe don't fit. Like you can bring it like a Cinderella joint. If he bring it to somebody and it didn't fit, and it's like, all right, they wanted to fit, but it don't fit.
It
But
don't
then
fit.
it'd be somebody else that it really just fits.
Everything
No,
fits.
facts.
So then it's like, all right, our hearts fit, and now we connect. Not saying it's gonna be perfect, but we connect better than what we want. And sometimes our desires and what we want is not what's good for
But
us.
sometimes, do you believe that's temporary?
What's temporary?
Your heart fitting for each other. Like you can.
No, because let me tell you, and everything is going to be a honeymoon phase, bro.
Right.
It's just like I said, you can go ahead. He can drink this Starbucks every day. And one day he gonna be like, damn, no, I want Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. It happens. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know how to really say. But the Hinet is one. That's the thing that keep y'all
The
together.
mercy.
That's what keeps y'all together.
Yeah.
It's not the love and stuff
Mercy
like
and
Hakeem said.
understanding.
Like it's a chemical reaction in your mind, but it's the mercy and stuff that keeps y'all together.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But like I said, your wants and desires. You can have wants and desires, but when that desire fades away.
I think desire is only a good
And it's-
desire when the person.
But
fulfills that
and
desire
I feel like
without
we don't know
asking
how to really differentiate our wants and
Nah,
needs.
see,
understand?
because look,
No,
right?
you hear what I
ca-
said?
What?
Nah, not always, because like, all right.
No, but I'm saying like.
say what you gonna
sometimes
say, so like
You
everybody
have a
can hear.
desire, right?
Mhm.
And you never explain that desire to the person you love. And they automatically started doing those things for you. You never explained it to them. And that's when you start seeing, these are the desires that I really wanted. Because I really like what you did, but it's bigger because I never told you about it.
But then sometimes too, you gotta like explain what you want for someone to do it too, though, bro.
No, yeah, most of the
Because
time.
if you don't
Almost
explain
all the
what
time.
Exactly.
if you don't explain what
sometimes
you
you
want,
want to. Sometimes you don't explain, right? And now you getting mad. Now you getting mad like, oh, why she not doing? Well, you never told her, bro.
it's true.
How she supposed to know?
Yeah, but if you ain't, but that's the thing. Sometimes you could tell the person, are they willing to do it? That's another.
That's
thing.
That's a whole different thing.
And that's the ball game. Like, are they just going to brush it off, and just be like, all right, like I'm gonna do it one day. You think they're gonna do it one day, but they never do.
Because the whole time they had a different game plan in their head, though.
Yeah,
That's the whole point. Like when you,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, but it's like sometimes you do have a different game plan in your head. Like you be talking to somebody and they fuck with everything you have, or they like everything you have, but the reality is, they have a timer in their head about your relationship because they have a different goal than you.
and you know what that also is control. Like I feel like most of the time people try to control the situation, and then like you said, that time.
Yeah.
Now that's somebody say like, all right, you
They
know,
wasting your time.
I got 4 years to change this,
Right.
right?
4 years.
Now within that 4 years, on the other end, you
Yeah.
get tired of it.
Right.
You like, man, like I ain't waiting
Sometimes
for
you
that
don't
4
even
years.
get to 4 years.
No, that's what I'm saying though.
Because you told yourself.
But I'm
4
just
years.
saying, I'm just throwing 4 years out of there.
No,
I'm just throwing that
that's a
shit out of
fact,
there.
though, 'cause you say
But
4 years, somebody else. she
now
said
you're
a month.
controlling. Now let's say y'all both controlling the situation. She controlling the situation. You controlling the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like, all right. At the end of the day, she feel like, all right, I got this much time, or he feel like I got this much time, and it gets to the point where the person get tired. Like you said, enough is enough.
Enough is
And
enough,
once
bro.
you feel like enough is enough, that's when you're gonna walk away.
Bro, it's like you give the person the benefit of the doubt. Not because you a sucker, not because you scared to lose them. Sometimes it's that potential you saw. It's that potential.
But then also, it's not
But you know
even
what's
it's not even
crazy, though?
potential. Sometimes it's just like you just want that
you know-
possession of that person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
Some
happens.
and you don't want also somebody else to have
Yeah,
the
'cause
possession
that's
of the
being-
person.
that's-
That's
No,
not.
that's
That's
being
not healthy
possessive.
though.
No,
That's
but
not
that,
healthy.
but
That's
okay,
not
y'all
healthy.
saying it's
That's
not
not
healthy,
healthy, but I
but
said
a
that
lot of
A
it's
lot
a
of
lot.
people in that
It's a
situation.
lot where it's like
But that
people.
person wasn't
Just
for
because
you.
everybody
Okay, no,
lose
but that's
something
the
don't mean it's
thing.
right,
But
though,
if
bro.
you know somebody characteristics and you know that, all right, this person, they gonna like what I do, right? And even though like I did this, at the end of the day, you gonna do what they like to do to make them feel like, all right, like they gonna change, they gonna do this, they gonna do that.
Right.
And that's what happens because it's the
Right.
possession of somebody, and it's not because you want them. It's because you don't want the next man or the next woman to have them.
But the thing is, all right, sometimes that love is so toxic. That love or lust, because a lot of people get that confused.
Yeah.
But that love and lust is so toxic.
All right,
It's like
all
that's
right,
a
hold on,
true
hold on.
one.
But when you
Before-
have
hold
when
on,
you have
hold on,
when you
hold
have
on,
a kid
hold on,
between
hold
y'all,
on.
but no, we're gonna talk that about
Hold
that
on,
next
before-
season.
before-
Next
Next
season.
season we talk about that, but
We don't got no
you
too
want
much
that.
time.
You want that so much. It's like something like, all right, for example, yeah, all right, example, a high school crush. You've been with like your first love. They always say your first love is the sweetest and that first cut is the deepest, right? Okay, this toxic situation. All right. So for example, right?
Yeah.
You love this person, but you know this person bad for you. But you see so much potential in this person, and you see all the signs that it's not good for you, but you still going with it.
Oh shit.
You're gonna die.
You're
You're gonna suffer. God don't talk to you.
Your family don't
Your
talk
family
to
don't
you.
talk to you.
Your friends
don't talk to you.
you.
Sometimes your friends are haters though. Sometimes you can't listen to your friends. You feel me? Because like a lot of people in a bad like a lot like it could be a girl or a guy. He's in a very good situation, but they friends are
They
all
jealous.
broken.
They jealous. Not
They
even
jealous.
broken. They jealous.
Now that's another thing is like
or
and they
is,
probably
is
want to
either,
hear this
is either jealousy or envy.
most of the times you know what you want.
You know what you want. Most
Sometimes
of the
you
time.
just want confirmation from your friends and stuff,
Yeah.
and most of the times you know what's not good for you.
But you should know.
But also, as a human being, when you in an adult situation, make the last decision for yourself. Don't let nobody influence you.
You can take what they say into consideration,
But
but,
don't let
the
no-
that last step, that should be from you though.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, who's going through that situation? Not them.
You.
It's you.
Listen,
Killing
that,
them with dope,
I'll be blood wula. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Cause that situation gonna fuck your life up. You not. Karim said it. You gonna die. Hakeem.
Yo.
You know how that shit is, bro. It's a bad situation.
Alright,
Yo, it's a
It
bad
say
situation.
jealousy is just love and hate at the same damn time, though.
No, but jealous. You know, this is what I was trying to come back to, like what she said.
She said jealousy is what?
Love and hate at the same time. But like what she said, yo, there's some people that never.
Yeah, jealousy.
That
Yeah,
never
all
had
jealousy.
love.
You know, no, all jealousy is.
But
Karim, there's some people that never had love. They never
Yeah.
been in love.
Some people
It's
don't know
because-
how
but
love
they
is.
can be-
sometimes
but
your
you can be
friends
in a
can be
relationship.
jealous of you.
Huh?
I said most times even your friends be jealous
Yeah,
of you.
your closest friend could be jealous of
Oh
you.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well,
he can stir
Because
the
you know
wrong
what
way.
it is.
But
Because
let me
as
tell you
human
something,
beings,
though.
toxic.
Hold on,
we
but let
are
me tell you
mirrors
something
of
though,
each
bro.
other.
Let me tell you something though, bro. Everyone has level of jealous and envy in
Yeah,
their heart.
that's
100%, bro.
Yeah.
It's how you deal with it,
well, like,
bro,
yeah.
as a person, bro.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gonna get jealous and envy of something, bro.
Because I told you, because
that's how our
going
innate
back to it,
human
we,
being.
we are mirrors of each other. I
Bro.
look at you, you might have something in it.
Bro,
If you have it,
everyone's gonna experience jealous and envy in their life, bro.
But
it's how you deal with it, bro. You feel
Yeah.
me? Because all jealousy is like, like she said, bro, is like, all right, I love that you do. No. You have you like. I'm saying like I hate that you're doing what what that is, bro. That's all it is, bro. You feel me?
But the jealousy too, like he said, the possession. Some people get jealous because they're possessive. It's like, bro, we live in a city where people are literally killing each other because he talking to my girl, she talking to my this. You understand? But that
That's
situation.
another situation.
but
no,
those
that's
situations-
enough. We're
That's
gonna
another-
say that topic
But
next
that's
time.
that's the next show.
No, listen,
That's a
we're
different
gonna
type of
say that
level.
topic next time.
That's y'all want to talk about. That's
You know what I'm saying? No, we're gonna say that topic for next time. You know what I'm saying?
You know, we just want to get like a quick.
Yo, Hakeem,
Yo.
it's like I said, like some people never had love in their life, or they never fell in love with somebody, but their whole time they always felt like, oh.
But I feel like everybody got their definition of love, though.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But listen.
Because some people think being in an abusive relationship is love.
But that's the point. Some people think.
But can
having
you fuck?
somebody
Can
that
you
look
fuck?
good in the eyes of the public is love.
But
It's
can
an
you
image.
fault that person for that though? Knowing what, like, if that's their experience on love, you can't really
No, you
fault them
can't,
for
but
that. Because if you come from a background of two parents in your household, somebody come from one parent, it can be different.
That's true.
But
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
though, right? Even with that, I believe like everyone should like have a good understanding of what love is, a healthy understanding of what love is.
And not the ones that's in the movies and shit like that.
Exactly.
Not
None of
that.
that.
Not
None of
that.
this.
Not the
Not
Instagram
Beyonce,
was.
Because Beyonce can cry in the Range Rover, you gonna cry in the Toyota.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
All right, look.
Yo, Reed be wildin'.
No, but like,
All right, man.
he's
We about
gotta
to wrap
have-
it up. Bengipuetic, man.
Yeah,
I'm
for
out.
sure.
I
Like,
got my
on that.
brothers with me as guests. I got Sanasi. We got MD. I got
yeah,
Hakeem,
it was
man.
it was nice talking today. You know what I'm saying?
Next
That was
show
just like the
come up
pilot
soon.
episode.